I am 16 years old with a 4-month-old baby, but my ex-girlfriend wants to go to college. I am worried. My 16 parents divorced when I was 10, but lived primarily with my mom. Tiffany's 16 parents are together. When our parents found out she was pregnant, her parents kicked her out, and my mom kicked me out. So now we live with my dad. During the pregnancy, my dad took my mom to court and got primary sole custody. I know what this means because I had to go to court for my daughter. He sued Tiffany's parents for legal guardianship, and they now pay child support for her, and they are pissed and refuse to talk to us. I am in my bedroom, and my daughter is in her bedroom, and my ex is in the guest room that is now hers. My dad made a deal with us. Live with him until we are 18 with no rent payment. At 18, we need to decide what it is we do. I wasn't really that good in school, and Tiffany is an A student. So I took my GED, and my dad got me into welding school. I finish in 2 months. I also work full-time, so I do welding school at night. Tiffany goes to school and works on the weekends at Wendy's. This whole thing is a huge ordeal. We literally have no life. My dad helps, but not that much because he feels it's our responsibility, which I agree with, but still sucks. I work from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. at a warehouse and go to school from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tiffany is home by 2:30 and picks up our daughter from daycare. We help each other a lot, and then I head off to school and she stays with her at home until I get home and do it all over again day after day. When our daughter was born, my dad made us go to court. We have 50.50, and I don't pay child support because she lives with us. Because I work full-time, I can get health care for my daughter and myself, and that sucks. It costs me $300 a month, and daycare is $400 a week. Literally, Tiffany works just so we can pay for daycare, and I pay for everything else. When we are short for cash, my dad will help because he sees we are trying. My dad has been our rock. When we are tired and exhausted, he will step in and give us a break here and there, but he makes sure we have everything we need and keeps us motivated. Tiffany wants to apply to college soon, and I am worried because I don't want to keep living with her. And I don't think I can keep our daughter full-time as a welder working 12-hour shifts, but she says she will start a community college and work, but wants to stay with us living together since it's easier. Since I will be working, it will be best for us to stay with my dad. But my dad said at 18, we have to pay rent. She doesn't mind, but I don't want to keep living with her because we aren't together. I am unsure how to tell her this. My dad thinks she should stay with us as long as she is a full-time student to finish her degree because I'm already getting my career. I just feel that all this is unfair because the burden is on me. I guess I am ranting because I am scared and unsure of what all this means. Edit. I guess my thing about her living with us is that we are more like siblings now. We get along and joke and stuff, but since she is my ex, I feel weirded out by it. Maybe I need to take a breather since everyone is saying it's a good thing. Also, I needed to hear it from other people and not just my dad. He is pretty solid, and I should thank him and maybe take him for dinner or something. Second edit. My dad isn't kicking us out at 18, but he wants us to be realistic to the world and pay bills. The money he gets from Tiffany's parents, he just gives it to her. She is saving up money for a car and uses other money for her specific foods and clothes. Before I became a dad, my dad always wanted me to live with him at 18 and figure it out and stay with him and save money to buy a house. When he found out I was going to be a dad, he wasn't mad but disappointed and said everything has to change. Also is paying for my welding school for $20K, and he bought me my car, but I do have to pay my own insurance. He does help as long as he sees we are trying and not being lazy. When school recently started, he took my daughter to daycare every morning and helped Tiffany with a routine to get schoolwork done. Update. Tiff and my dad went to the school and were able to get her enrolled in college courses because of her grades. She won't graduate HS way too fast, but she will have enough to finish HS hours by next December, so 6 months early. She reapplied for assistance, and we got a voucher for daycare, so now it's $50 a week. She quit her job so she can focus on school, but she doesn't start college until spring, so that's cool. It gives her some time. She still wants to be a nurse, so that's cool too. I got a new job that pays more as a forklift operator and will give me an internship for welding, which I won't be able to start until November/December until I finish my classes, and then I have to do a 2-month internship, but they are paying me really good. I started Monday. My dad and I had a long talk about my fears, and he reassured me that it's okay to be scared, but we have a game plan. He is fixing up the basement to make 2 bedrooms and a living room like a little apartment because he said, Tiff, and I will need space as we grow. He wants me to buy the house when I'm 18 like he with his parents, and he will help me pay it as long as Tiff gets to stay until she finishes college and let her make her own choice. We all agreed this is the best option, and we are all really much happier now. I guess I just needed to let it out. Tiff and I are great while being parents is hard, but it's been good now that we feel a bit more secure. My mom and Tiff's parents still haven't spoken to us because we aren't married, which does make me sad, But it's okay, we have my dad. Tiff's grandparents bought her a car and said that's all they can do for her and not to contact them again until we are married. The car needs some work, but I'm going to pay for it to fix it up. Needs brakes, suspension, and some regular maintenance. My dad finally told me what all happened and I didn't know, but it made me open my eyes to all of this. My dad met my mom in HS2 and they were together and got caught kissing. Since my mom's family are Baptist, they forced my dad to marry her. I didn't know when Missouri parents can marry their kids at 15, which is why my dad has been so protective. We're going to marry Tiff and me because she was pregnant, and when my dad stepped in, they couldn't do it. My mom and Tiff's dad went and got a license for us, and we're going to marry us in their church. I guess I wouldn't have minded marrying Tiff, but I would rather do it later. But, yeah, that's why they aren't talking to us. My dad did say if that happened, he would help us get it annulled, but we have no intentions of speaking to them right now. He explained that Tiff is stuck. And while I might be afraid, she is even more afraid because she has no one, and I need to reassure her we are here for her as a family. I guess I couldn't see it that way, and it's good that I talked to him. I hugged my dad, and I have been hugging him every day now, and it's nice. It's made us closer. All of this information made me pretty sad and grateful at the same time, and it helped Tiff and I really start talking more. Like, we talked, but we didn't talk, and I didn't know she was scared too. We are now doing days for us to be kids, as my dad says. So we both hang out with our friends who still talk to us at least once a week, and Tiff and I do a lot of stuff on the weekends now that she doesn't work. Like, taking Jelly to the park and going for walks. We did a pumpkin patch. Jelly seems to be happier too, and Tiff doesn't seem as tired anymore.